Welcome back to Vintage Cube, everyone. Not doing too great lately. The competition is fierce. Magic Online tends to attract some of the stronger players, and we've not been doing great ourselves. Perhaps can't count ourselves among that number, but here we are to try and win one once again. And yeah, let's just hope for the best of luck. Maybe we can cheese some people out. Maybe we can find a cool strategy. Whatever lies ahead, we'll see. So, yeah, without further ado, I'll see you for the draft. All right, here we go. Here's our first pack. Pop up the sideboard as usual. No power, unfortunately, but a couple of decent contenders with Mana Vault can get you off to some pretty busted starts. Volcanic Island, just a really strong duel. Blue Red's pretty good. And Counterspell, probably not first pickable usually, but you know, it's a good piece of interaction to have in your deck. So for me, it's between Mana Vault and the island. And I don't know, we went pretty hard on artifacts last time, didn't pan out too well. So maybe let's try something a little different this time. Go for the pretty safe pick with land. All right, how do I want to follow that up? So Remand is a pretty exciting card for me. Just always good value with Remand. And there's really not much else here I'm excited about. There's the Phyrexian Revoker is just a solid card to throw in your deck. Mana Tithe to get some people is solid. I mean, Freylease and Whispered can be fine as like green sort of mid-rangey finishers, but they're not that exciting. Tendrils is a strong Storm finisher, but the finishers really aren't what you need in Storm. You want all the enablers first, and then you can worry about win conditions down the road. Not that it looks like we're necessarily hitting for Storm here, so yeah, I think it's a pretty clear remand for me. Let's pick that up and see what's next. Alright, Hollowed Fountain, another solid duel that could potentially take us somewhere. Emrakul can be powerful if you can find ways to get this into play. Obviously, mind slavering your opponent is a powerful thing to do. Again, not much else in this pack I'm interested in. There's, again, some like green finisher card. Gonna reserve the fountain for now, but I'm still on the fence about those. Yeah, just looking at the rest of his. Fate's Feather is a little expensive. Wear and Tear's pretty good, but you really want to be able to cast the red half in particular. Yeah, Emrakul is good, but I think I'd rather just keep picking up lands for now, and we'll see where that takes us. There's just not been anything so strong so far that it pushes me in a direction. And this pack might change that. Time Spiral is an incredibly powerful effect if you can get mana generation. Uh, yeah. Basically, if you can get your lands to tap for double mana, then this becomes incredibly good. And even without it, it's really not bad on its own. Seaver Exarch could go for Twin again, but you know, we just did that not too long ago, so maybe skip out on that one. Pick up this Time Spiral. Maybe we go for Storm. The draw 7s are good in Storm, but you really don't even have to be Storm to make Time Spiral good. I think the other honorable mention here is the Coercive Portal, as if we're just going more in a straight control direction, that could be good. Let's check out the Time Spiral. Okay, well, Palinchron is a much worse version of this, but it does push us in the same direction of trying to get our mana doubled and do something with that. And so I may pick that over the creature lands here. Oblivion Ring, not too exciting. Shieldbreaker actually a solid card. I wouldn't mind having that in the deck, but I think I'll pick up the Palinchron and we're going to be on the lookout for stuff like Mana Flare and similar effects. Past in Flames could also fit into that in some way, but I think Vendilion Click and Vampiric Tutor look a lot better for me. Tutor obviously good if you're trying to do any kind of weird combo shenanigans, but we don't currently have black fixings, so I'm gonna take the Click. Still a really powerful card. Let's just put that in the deck, and you know, we're staying open right now with just mono blue. Okay, what is this one again? Whenever you cast a spell out of red, then you don't lose mana, or you can play very hard to discard cards and then exile stuff. This is kind of interesting, but I feel like Probe or even Lotus Petal might be better here. Vents are also a solid piece of interaction. I'm gonna take the Probe though, you're just never unhappy with that one. Okay, well, we're finally forced to take a non-blue card. I could take the Plateau. If we splash both colors, that's maybe a land I include in the deck. Abbott's like okay, it's not that good. I could take something like Elspeth if we're trying to backpedal more into a control shell. Survival could like sometimes do something. I'm just gonna take the land. Not very exciting, but fine. Gush. It's a card that needs combos to work, but it can be powerful. I might just take Ancient Grudge though. If we can find a way to splash the back half, it's great. And even without it, just a Shatter in this cube is totally fine. I think it's better than Vanishing Light. So yeah, let's take the Grudge. Alright, and then maybe a Pyroclasm as a solid sideboard option. None of the rest of this appeals. Mastermind's Acquisition, a little too expensive, I think. And Concealed Courtyard doesn't really fix in a way we want. Yeah, I'll just take a Pyroclasm. Probably ends up in the sideboard to start, but that's fine. Okay, this only works off red spells, so I'm not sure about that one. Revelar could potentially enable some weird combos, but let's just take the Fate's Fetters. I mean, it's even worse than Banishing Light in terms of mana, but that's okay. Corpse Dance is a weird backdoor way to do something with infinite mana since it does have buyback. And I'm not too excited about the rest of these, so I'll take that just in case. Ooh, that's a late Tar Pit. I think that's going to be better than the Shield Breaker since we picked up the Grudge, though they're both pretty good, but black is something I could look to splash for sure. Okay, Past in Flames could end up in this deck as well. And you know, I have to think about this card. It does generate mana, which is important. Oh, boy. Okay, so as I said, we're looking for a Mana Flare type effect, but I'm obviously going to take the Lotus here and just hope this wheels. It's not an effect too many decks want typically, so yeah, we're gonna look to have this Lotus come back, or the Flare come back. Excuse me, take Lotus now, and yeah, hopefully does. If not, then I guess we'll be thinking of Plan B. The Tendrils didn't wheel, but that's okay. We can still. It's a Brain Freeze here. We also won't probably be able to take, but I mean, regardless, I'm taking a Black Lotus here. Okay, followed up by an Ancestral. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's actually an insane pack. There's Fracture Identity, which is an insane card. Bribery is an insane card. Grim Monolith's very good. So lots of happy people out of this one, but obviously we'll be taking the Ancestral here. Into Mana Drain? Okay, well, if I'm just gonna get past every powerful card in the world, then I'm gonna keep taking them. This one may be a little worse than combo, but still just an insane card, so I can't exactly pass it. And there's not much else here I'd take instead, like Miscalc's obviously just a significantly worse version, so... yeah, we'll take Mana Drain. Okay, Sylvan Library, Tropical Island, Fumarole are interesting. Phantasmal Image is actually kind of interesting. It can be a way to go infinite with Palinchron a little more easily, because you can play the Phantasmal Image copying it, and then that requires a lot less mana. Yeah, Sylvan's good, but we don't have green fixing yet. I could just take the Trop. It opens up more fetch lands as an option, and gives us some possibilities of splashing green cards, which there are a few we'd splash. I think that's better than Image. Yeah, not 100% sure on that one, though. That's pretty close. Okay, Trinket Mage obviously gets Lotus. That's pretty good. Nissa, I don't think is quite what I'm looking for. Is Eureka something I'm looking for? Probably not. Man, none of this is that exciting. I'll take the Trinket Mage. I don't know if I'll play it without another 0-drop, but it has the potential to do something. The heck is this thing? Boast. Activate this ability on this creature attack this turn only once each turn. Okay, so that's for white weenie. That's not for us. Probably just take a Spire Bluff here. We do need red fixing still. What is this one again? Exile top four. You can play them, and then put some counters on things. Yeah, it doesn't interest me very much. Regrowth's okay, but I'll just keep taking the good fixing here. Okay, Electromancer, Seething Song, Cloudskate, Emery. I mean, Emery Lotus is a combo, but Emery doesn't do anything else in our deck. So that part's not very exciting. I don't know how good Seething Song is. Like, Seething Song and Time Spiral is not exactly the combo you're looking for. Electromancer's alright. I'm just gonna take Cloudskate. Card's just good. Okay, Faithless Looting's kind of interesting. Miria's Call, we're not white at the moment, so probably not. Uro? No. Too much green, I think, for Uro. Don't think we're a burning deck. I guess I'll just take the looting. It's just like a fine filter card. Okay, the Mana Flare Wield, that's fantastic. The Brain Freeze didn't, so somebody's definitely in Storm, which is unfortunate. But again, I think Time Spiral Mana Flare, you don't have to be Storm to make that work. Okay, here's a Hydroid Crisis that could let us do something cool with our mana. I'm gonna pick that up. So we still need a way to actually win the game. We could take a Banefire. It is even uncounterable, right? Or no, it just can't be prevented. Okay. Not quite as powerful, but still. Mirari's Wake would be good, but white and green, both on the splash, not really what I'm looking for. So I'll take the Banefire. And here, is it Sylvan or is it a Braid? Sylvan's pretty darn good, and we're already looking to splash green, so I'll take it. A Braid just slightly more replaceable. Not really looking to Eureka. Take a Siege Gang. Take another gang. Okay, Electromancer probably not making it, but we'll see. Alright, here's a Mystical Tutor. That's a pretty good one. Each opponent reveals their hand. They exile some creatures. Exile top card. Exile, exile, add mana. I don't know how interested we are in that. I'll cast that guy. Steam Vent's obviously solid, though we already have Volcanic. Really, we're looking for fetches. I don't know that we've seen a single fetch. Maybe we have in like some of the packs with the insane cards in them, but Mystical Tutor gets quite a bit better when you have stuff like Ancestral, obviously. Spellseeker, similarly, can pick up some powerful cards for us. Ancient Tomb can be good with untap effects and whatnot, but it's a little bit painful. I think I'll just take a Spellseeker here. Not an exciting first pick, but playable and certainly. Okay, Preordained Mana Leak and Signet all make sense to me. So how's this deck winning? We're looking to get a Mana Flare into play and then play a Time Spiral, or Mana Flare plus Palancron plus what, 6 lands makes infinite mana, and then we can look to draw our entire deck with Krasis, or just dig our way to a Banefire and kill them with Banefire. That's how we're winning right now, which is not easy. I think I'll take the Preordain, help us dig a little bit closer to our combos. Okay, Thassa's Oracle is interesting, but I might take Misty. It just fixes so well. We have Volcanic Island, we have a Tropical we can get, we have a Hallowed Fountain if we do want to end playing white cards. So I think the fixing is just a little too strong, though Thassa's Oracle, another combo with drawing your deck with Hydroid Krasis, of course. You just play the Thassa's Oracle afterwards and win the game, but I'll take the fixing here. If we can draw our deck, we'll already be fine with the Banefire, so it's not really that relevant. I don't think we want an Oath. Do we want a Zealous Conscripts, perhaps? Do we want a Signet, a Repeal, a Sower? All sorts of reasonable but not incredible cards here. Conscripts is fine. Don't think we'll get a Splinter Twin at this point, but it is possible. Repeal's like fine. Yeah, I'll pick it up. It's a fine card in its own right. Mole Drifter's okay. Rakdos Return is a way to use a lot of mana, though it requires black, which we don't have a ton of ways to splash. Primeval Titan, actually not bad, though. Not sure it's quite what we want. Might take the Rex Sage as well. We only have the one Ancient Growth right now, so this is just a fine way to do things. Over Mole Drifter? Yeah, I think that's okay. I am technically playing all these colors. What does this do? It's a 4/4 that draws a card, and then landfall, I gain some life. I don't think I have a way to trigger additional landfall except for one fetch land. But this is interesting. I could take Wooded Foothills, which again fetches quite a lot of colors. That's probably just the way to go. We already have 21 playables here. I should be fine. Vortenclex does what now? If counters are placed on a permanent or player, double them, and then half them. Okay. I don't think we have anything that cares about counters being placed. Hydroid Graces, but that's not really a thing. What's this guy? No, that's not really interesting to me. None of these cards impress me a whole lot, unfortunately. Hmm. This is more white fixing I don't really need. Sure, I'll take a Temple Garden, but I don't think any of those cards are making it in there. Niv Mizzet does what? Multicolor cards doesn't really help me. Don't think I want a Sundering Titan. Devoted Druid? Maybe. Lotus Cobra, certainly decent. What is this? This is the freaking Tybalt, right? For each opponent, exile a creature card until it leaves the battlefield. Okay. Probably just take a Lotus Cobra here. We're looking like we're going to push green a little bit harder here. We got the fixing for it, so we get to enjoy the fruits of that particular labor. None of this looks exciting. I'll take an Avacyn's Pilgrim. Don't think I want a Shallow Grave for anything, so we'll take a Nature's Claim, probably for the sideboard. Soar for the board is good as well. And then Night of Autumn's a little bit tough. Let's take the Rakdos. Both of them are tough. Whatever, I'll take this one. Okay, the Omnath Wield. I will play it, probably. Oh, okay. This is a strange deck. Whenever you cast a spell, add a red, and then you don't lose mana. Or discard. Backside is discard a card, exile top two cards. You may play those this turn. I think this may actually be good in here. I don't quite know yet. Get these lands out for a moment. And okay, we're a couple cards over, but there's definitely some cuts to be made here. Let's group separately and just kind of group into like permanence and non-permanence or something. Sylvan is like basically what do I want to play on curve, right? Like these things I want to play on curve. Rex Sage not necessarily, but it's fine. Cloudskate's actually a 2-drop. Palancron's not really a curve play, neither is Graces. So, okay, the Past in Flames get there. Let's start there. I don't think it did. It can let us rebuy an Ancestral Recall, and a Gitaxian Probe and a Preordain. That's just not exciting. We didn't get a bunch of rituals or anything, so that can get out pretty easily. I like all the card draw and stuff. Though the Faithless Looting I could see going potentially, but I think it's fine still. The counter spells are solid. The Fate's Fetters could probably go. We don't. I guess we don't have a ton of interactions, so it's like pretty okay. Maybe just Temple Garden actually gets in there at that point. Yeah, Omnath is fine. Sometimes it'll add us mana, which is interesting. Alright, let's see. Spellseeker gets quite a few spells, so I'm happy with that. Mana Flare is obviously insane. I think I can cut Zealous Conscripts to start. and bring that in when there's interesting targets for it. And then maybe Pilgrim or something gets cut. I don't really need all this mana ramp. We're looking to like get this mana flare into play. I mean, extra mana never hurts, don't get me wrong, but um yeah, it feels weird cutting ramp, but let's do it. We'll try it like this for now. Alright, then add, let's see, do I have any black cards in the deck? No, so we don't need to tarp it. Hallowed Fountain, yes. Misty, yes. Plateau, maybe. Spire Bluff, yes. Tropical, yes. Volcanic, yes. Wooded, yes. And Temple Garden, maybe. So right now this leaves us room for 11 more lands, and we're pretty heavy on green, blue, and red. So that probably means these lands get in there because they're just kind of free white splashes, and at that point I don't have to play a plains, which is nice. So let's combine the groups again and see if we can figure this out. So we don't put any planes in. Let's see, how are we doing on blue right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty good. So we could even go 3, and that puts us at 9. Solid. Red, we have Misty can get red. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. So maybe something like that. And then green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's way too many lands. I can probably cut a red and a green and just go 3, 3, 3. Okay, let's see. Save that. So I think this is the deck. I don't know if it's gonna get there. It's a deck that doesn't have a lot of paths to victory, unfortunately. And the path to victory it has is a little bit convoluted, but when it gets there, it's gonna be sweet. Let me tell you that. When it doesn't, it's gonna look real pathetic. So hopefully we'll get the good end of that and not the bad end. But um, yeah, I mean that's the life we chose here. So all right, I'll see you for round number 1. All right, we've matched up. Let's go and see how this turns out. Not feeling confident, especially after our last few matches, but gotta keep trying, gotta keep trying. Okay, well, I'm obviously gonna keep a hand with Ancestral in it, so here we go. And we'll just go ahead and use this on our opponent's upkeep, get our extra cards, and hopefully they play something that we can grudge. That would be great. I guess Jellyfish the Dinosaur here. Alright, seems like they're taking their time. Oh, here we go. Alright. So yeah, Ancestral myself on their upkeep. Okay, Preordain's not a bad draw. I'm gonna take that stop off, of course. Okay, there's pass, that's fine. We're drawing loads of lands here. I think I just play the Trop, given that I'm already exposed to stuff like Wasteland anyway. I don't mind that. Though I can maybe Preordain first if we can get a tap land or something. It's probably fine. Ooh, Mandrain's a nice one. Hallowed Fountain, we don't have a white source yet, but I don't care too much. So let's go ahead and bottom top. We'll draw the Mana Drain, play a Tropical Island, and pass discarding an island. And now we have Click, Mana Drain, Ancient Grudge, all kinds of interaction, which is nice. Selfless Spirit. Okay, that one doesn't bother me too much. So, this is an aggressive deck. I'll be a little bit surprised with this color combination, but maybe it's like a white weenie deck that's just splashing some weird things. Could sort of make sense. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking to draw. I'm just gonna play Island and then probably click them at the end step if we don't have to mana drain anything. So let's see what they end up playing. Obviously, mana drain a little bit better when we have some sort of way to spend the mana, though we can spell seek as well for something if we need to. So that's one way to spend extra mana. Alright, what is this? Oh, double white for Flicker Wisp. I mean, Flicker Wisp isn't even that strong here. It's just gonna flicker one of their things. But I do need to probably make sure I don't die here, so let's just do this. We end up with extra mana, it's fine. And then let's see what we can do with it. Okay, well I can't actually cast Omnath and the extra mana doesn't help me. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I'll definitely play the Spellseeker here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to find yet, but then I'll probably just end up holding mana for Vendilion Click, unless there's something I'm forgetting about in the deck. So let's go ahead and play that. Okay. Yes, I'd like to use the ability. I can get a Faithless Looting. That sort of helps. And then I could just click them on my turn instead. That's probably fine here. Yeah, let's do it. So let's go Faithless Looting. Just try to find something a bit better. Okay, Hallowed Fountain's not a bad draw. I can probably discard this Grudge at this point. It doesn't look like they're presenting too many artifacts. And then I probably don't need an extra Forest. So that seems fine. Let's go 1, 2. And then I'll play this untapped and play a Vendilion Click as well. And just see what they're working with. Oof, Skycleave Apparition's really not pleasant. Okay, so they're kind of an aggressive deck, but not exactly. Let's see, Parallax Wave is kind of annoying. Chain Lightning doesn't bother me too much, I don't think. Elspeth's a little ways away, and Mana Leak we can play around now that we know it's here, especially since we have the Lotus. So, fine with these, I think. So it's between the Apparition and the Parallax Wave, probably. Probably take the Apparition, right? The card's just pretty obnoxious. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take the Apparition and then... yeah, pass. All right. And now next turn we can go Omnath with Black Lotus as protection if we need it. Vala, sure. Okay, they're passing. We're drawing nothing but lands. But we get to draw or gain a bunch of life off of that, so that's something at least. So let's see, red, green, white, blue. Draw a card off that. It's a Lotus Cobra, not exactly what I'm looking for. We have plenty of blue, so let's play a mountain. Always yield to that. And pass. We successfully bought ourselves quite a bit of time, but I just don't know if that's actually going to be good enough. Our deck not seemingly doing anything. Maybe I flashback Faithless Looting next turn. That seems reasonable. Yeah, that Elspeth's coming soon too. That's not great. Okay, that's going down. I won't copy. Yeah, we're racing 5 for 5 here. They do have a couple of ways to kind of outrace me, I guess, but we're also gaining life off the Omnath here, so. But Elspeth coming in is definitely an issue. Alright, let's see. We draw land. That's not what we wanted to see. Yeah, I'm gonna Faithless Looting here. They do have Mana Leak Hubs. That's something to play around, I guess. So maybe I'll play a Forest first and then do it. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Then go ahead and play Faithless Looting off the basics here. Okay, Reclamation Sage is a good one to save. So we have a way to deal with the Parallax Wave if we need it. So Probe at least draws me a new card, which I'm okay with. I probably just get rid of the lands. The lands are also giving us life. I might get rid of Cobra in one land then. That seems reasonable. Let's get rid of these two. And then I'll play Gitaxian Probe for life, I think is okay. Yep, they still have those 3 cards that we knew about. We draw Palinchron, okay. That starts to get us somewhere. It's just a big blocker if nothing else. I guess they can kill it with Elspeth's ability. Alright, well for now I'll attack. And then pass the turn. We've gone through a lot of our deck. We've drawn 10 more cards than our opponent, and we're still not exactly winning, which isn't an encouraging sign, but you know, maybe we can get somewhere here. Hopefully they don't just immediately slam an Elspeth. That would be pretty bad. Okay, Parallax Wave is fine. Ooh, and they're exiling this right away. That's actually great for me. Let's go ahead and draw here. Get a Sylvan. That's useful. Oh, Palinchron can't use its abilities with the ball in play. That's awkward. Um, okay, so I'm gonna attack them first and get the Omnath back. Just in case they want to exile this, though I figured they wouldn't. Yeah, then I'll play Reclamation Sage. And I don't even have to play around Mana Leak this turn, so that's pretty cool. Destroy that Parallax Wave, get our Omnath back, get some more life, and draw another card, which is great. Okay. Yes. Draw a card. Got a Devoted Druid, that's okay. We're actually short green mana to play all that, but the Druid's not that important here. Definitely playing my land. And then I could Lotus out a Palinchron in order to play both of these. Doesn't sound that good. I mean, the Palinchron's a blocker too, but then, man, if I play Palinchron and I have Omnath and play, then the Elspeth minus just becomes so good. So I'll just play Sylvan Library, and hopefully that'll draw us into something relevant. Mox Diamond, okay, well, at least get to kill that, but they do get to play Elspeth, of course. So that's not ideal. Okay, they're not killing Omnath, which I'm sort of okay with. They didn't attack, alright. Okay, well, let's... Ooh, that's actually a solid draw here. I guess I'll always yes for now. Um, you made... Yeah, okay, so I'll draw two additional cards. Ooh, okay, the fetch line's huge. So that means I get to add mana as well. Now, unfortunately, we still can't do anything with this Palinchron. But I do have the Riftwing as well. Let's think. Do I want to shuffle any of this stuff away? The Riftwing might end up being necessary to get the Linvala off the field at some point. So I kind of want to keep all of it. Then I can just gain 4 life back up to 12. And then Fate's Fetters the Elspeth going to 16 again. That seems fine. Okay, so yeah, let's pay 4 life to keep it all. Or 8 life, I mean. I'll play Misty, but I won't crack it quite yet. Then I'll Fate's Fetters the Elspeth. 1, 2, 3. 4 is fine. And then just play a Devoted Druid and flashback Ancient Grudge on that. Boom. And all they have in hand is a mana leak, so we're in pretty good shape. Oh, I guess our Druid can't be activated, but that's fine. We have a way around that with the Riftwing here. And it can still block a 1/1. What is this? Oh, they have one of these as well. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Wait, you can only play them this turn, right? So that wasn't particularly strong, I don't think. That's a 0/0. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything, so that's fine. I think they should have probably waited on the horn there, but maybe they had Mox or something they could have drawn. Alright, not gonna fetch here, I don't think. I'd rather have the possibility of extra mana. Okay, there's a Time Spiral, that's pretty good. Though it does refill our opponent's hand as well. Let's always yield to this as well. Okay, we drew the Mana Flare, so that's pretty good. So now I can make infinite mana and then Time Spiral, I think. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll have 9 lands in play. Okay, so I guess we'll do that. It's gonna take us a hot minute here, so okay, let's go. Pay for life, pay for life. Play this Volk. Right, I have to make sure I bounce Linvala as well here. So let's see. Play this. Then I'll fetch. Hopefully there's something left to fetch. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Sure, we'll just get a basic. It's fine. Play a Mana Flare. Play a Riftwing. with 1, 2, 1, 2. Bouncing Vala. Then I guess I may as well play the Lotus since I'm going to spiral anyway. And now, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, let's just play Palinchron. 5. Okay, untap 7 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think I can just time spiral now. I don't need to make infinite mana with the Palinchron right away because I can just do it afterwards. So let's make sure we have 6 tapped lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play time spiral. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I tap all my lands, how much mana is this? I assume enough, yeah. Alright, so let's just Banefire them and hope they don't have a counter spell for it. If they do, we do actually still have a backup plan, right? I think. See, I need to do it for 14, so it's going to take 9 more. 11, 12. Yeah, I'll have enough mana to do a backup plan still, so that's fine. This is 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, let's Banefire you for 15. Oh, it can't be countered. Ah, okay. Forgetting what cards do here. Okay, so we managed to get there after a long game. But the deck worked exactly how we'd wanted it to. It just took a while to get there, so that's fine. Alright, so there's sort of an aggressive white deck, but they also have stuff like Elspeth, so they're more of a mid-range white deck, I guess. Pyroclasm seems good, regardless. Zealous Conscripts could be interesting as well to potentially steal a Planeswalker, or even something Parallax Wave is a good steal. Soar could be strong. They didn't seem to have much in terms of removal, and they'll probably take a lot of their removal out, right? We don't have too many creature targets for them to kill. I guess they had the Lightning Bolt, which is maybe this isn't that good. Then Rectus Return is kind of interesting, but we just don't have the fixing for it, I don't think. So I'll put these in what looks bad. Ancient Grudge didn't look like it had a ton of targets, so I could see taking that one out. Though it can kill the flip side of Bergie here, which is nice. We already have the Rex Sage, so it's like kind of fine. Let's see, what else looks not great? Everything else I kind of like. Riftwing ended up being pretty good. This is tough. This is definitely tough. They have counter spells as well, so Probe's like pretty good to make sure we can play around those. Faithless Looting was huge. Don't want to cut that one. Remand Mana Drain are obviously great. Concede being Spellseeker, maybe? It's a little bit slow. Alright, we'll give that a shot. Alright. Presumably you'll be on the draw here. Well, we drew another Ancestral Recall hand, though this one's much worse, but I think I still keep it. Although, on the draw as well. I mean, it has the Pyroclasm. Yeah, I think this is keepable. It's not like a great Ancestral Recall hand, but it's all right. Okay. Okay, them having a Lotus is definitely scary. Into Linvala. Okay. It's at least not that much pressure. Turn one Linvala. Let's play this untapped. And then I will still upkeep this. I don't want to do it now because I often discard too many cards. Hopefully they don't have a mana tithe. Okay, well, we drew lands, which is all we really needed. Alright. Hopefully, yeah, this is some dice to Pyroclasm, so that's okay. Take my damage. And yeah, I think I'll go with the Pyroclasm here just to get rid of an extra card. That seems fine. And yeah, it wasn't ever going to get more value than that anyway because it's Selfless Spirits, so. Okay, probably discard Sylvan here. I need my lands, and I'm going to be pretty low on health, so it's going to be hard to make value of that. And obviously I don't have the green mana to cast it at the moment, which is also a big part of it. Okay, Geist is scary. Geist is definitely scary. I'm down to 12. Alright. So I'm probably looking to click them this turn and block the Geist after they attack, and then we'll Fate's Fetters the Linvala at some point, is the best I can do, I think. Try to stabilize from there. Obviously, there's a lot of things they could have that mean we'd lose the game, but it is what it is. Have the mana drain in reserve as well if that's something that ends up being relevant. But yeah, they'll attack first, predictably. And now we're just hoping they can't kill the click in response. They have a Brain Freeze and a Mox Diamond. Alright, I definitely will not be taking those away. Block the Geist here, take 7. Go to 5, alright. It's still fine. Again, they're kind of out of action, which is the important part here. So now we're going to Fate's Fetters. And from there, we have our mana drain. And hopefully we can recover from this insane Black Lotus start. Well, I shouldn't say insane Black Lotus start, but it was a Black Lotus start. As far as Black Lotus starts go, it wasn't amazing, but that's fine. Alright, so Hangerback for 1, sure. It's going to be pretty slow. Okay, well I need green mana pretty desperately. I don't think I get to Banefire this. I'd like to, but I might need the Bane. Well, maybe I don't need the Banefire to win. They don't have much that's relevant, so I think I can win this game other ways. Let's just kill this thing. I can even keep a mana drain while doing that, so that's pretty strong. Not sure how relevant mana drain is at the moment, since we're just limited on green mana anyway, but it is what it is. Alright, they're passing. We drew a Mana Flare. Uh, Probably don't want to play this at the moment. Yeah, probably not. So we're just gonna chill. Could still easily lose this game. If we draw green mana, I think we're in pretty good shape, but as is, I mean, the Stopter could kill us. And even if we counter their next relevant play, there's just not that much we can do with the mana necessarily. Yep, get attacked, that's fine. Okay. Playing Mox Diamond over just playing your land's pretty dangerous here unless they need the colors for it. Okay, looks like they're just doing that for the heck of it. It's still fine. Green mana? Oh, they're gonna click me or something. Ice my fountain to draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Faithless Looting's good. Let's play Faithless Looting. Okay, Lotus is also good. Do I want this island? Do I want Mana Flare? So many options here. The Rex Sage is pretty good, though we still can't play green spells more than once at the moment. So what I'm probably looking to do here is Mana Drain their next play and then play a gigantic Hydroid Crisis the following turn off of Black Lotus. So, given that, I'm low on time here too. I think I want the land. I can maybe get rid of Omnath and God, Mana Flare. Feels wrong to get rid of Mana Flare here, but it might be the play. Yeah, let's do it. I'll get rid of these two. I'll play an island and pass. And hopefully they give me something to mana drain. If they just do nothing, I'll probably still play Hydro Crisis, just keeping up the mana for mana drain. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Okay, well, we're gonna have to drain that. If they counter me back, it's sort of problematic actually, but give it a go. Okay, it's good. Yeah, give my 2 mana. Of course, we draw the green now. So, this is interesting. I might want to Rex Sage first, blow up the Mox Diamond. I'll still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 mana, so this will be for 6. That's probably correct. It makes sure I don't get mana leaked. So I think I'll start there. 3. Or if they do have the mana leak, then they'd have to use it there, although they really can't anyway. Okay, they're going to float mana. We're going to advance past this phase. Then go Lotus. Sack it for green and play a giant Hydroid Crisis. Done. Alright. And they're still low on mana, which is nice. So now we just get to start attacking them with a 6/6 Trampler every turn. Okay, Probe's not bad. I think I'll pay mana for it here. Have enough. Then I don't have to worry about it. They have still the Brain Freeze, and then a couple things they can cast. That's fine. Have to watch out for the Brain Freeze a little bit. Attack for 6. Actually, I should have just played the Zealous there, probably, but well, it is what it is. Let's go this and Cobra. Play 2. Yeah, I'm not getting Brain Frozen out quite yet. Then next turn, I think is lethal, right? 6, 9, 10. Yeah, next turn's a lethal attack, so this should be fine. They can Brain Freeze me here if they want to, and just 9 cards, totally fine. Okay, they made a 3/3. I don't think that's a problem for me. Let's see. Oh, they're attacking. Okay, well then they're definitely dead. Alright, let's go land. Okay, make a red, play as all his conscripts, win the game. Alright. Slightly different take there. We just played a defensive control game against an early 3-4 and then eventually outcarded them. So shockingly, we managed to win match one. Let's see if we can score any more victories. I'll see you for the next round. All right, we've got our second match. Let's go. Well, we don't start, excuse me, with ancestral vehicle for once, which is unfortunate. But I think it's still keepable. We can wooded foothills for a tropical island and get our preordain going. We have a remand. This looks okay. Run it mulliganed. All right. Let's see what they've got for me. Okay, looks like could be control maybe. Let's see what we draw. Mountain. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll preordain right away here. Definitely get a tropical island. Preordain. Ooh. Okay. Don't think Hydroid Crace is what we want quite yet, but Sylvan Library is pretty good. So let's go bottom and top. Pass here, and then we'll probably look to slam that next turn and then have a remand afterwards. Although if they keep mana open, maybe I just keep up remand. Hard to say. Okay, there goes Signet. That's fine. So we'll go Mountain into Sylvan Library here. Got our Palinchron as well, so it's pretty good. And we have the Mana Flare Palinchron in hand. So we just need the game to advance long enough. Spellseeker can actually find our X damage spell if we need it. Ooh, that's scary. They're up a lot of mana right now. Okay, they get a 5-drop. Let's see what scary thing they're going to do to us here. Oh, a Glen. Okay. That is scary, but it's at least not that much pressure. Always yes, always yield. Okay, Cloudskate's interesting. I can play Spellseeker here as well. Let's see. I definitely want to keep at least one of these. I can maybe dump the forest. We'll put that on top. And then, yeah, because I can shuffle as well here. So, yeah, so okay, let's go top, keep in hand. And I'll play Plateau and shuffle with Spellseeker. Seems fine. Still looking to hit the mana for this Omnath, ideally. Obviously, with a Glen out, this is a lot less good, but that's fine. We'll use the ability. And then the question is what I go for here. I still just go for the Ancestral. I could go for an Ancient Grudge. That cuts off a bit of their mana, using up some Glen charges. That actually seems fine. Let's do that. Like if they want to double counter with Glen here, then that's a 1-for-1 trade, which is quite good. And if they just let the artifacts go, I'm also happy with that. Baleful Strikes, sure. Okay, well they're drawing more lands, which is worse for that plan, but is what it is. Okay, suspending a Riftwing Cloudskate. Draw there, that's fine. Alright. Okay, Krasis is going to be good eventually. So I'll probably suspend my own Riftwing and then Grudge #1 this turn. That seems okay. So I don't need these yet. My life is under a little bit of threat at the moment. Wait, can I play Omnath soon? Green, white, red, blue. Okay, so I can play Omnath and a land the following turns. That's pretty strong. So I'll gain me some life back. So I could maybe pay 4 more. Let's see, so I go to 9, then -3, I go to 6. Eh, hmm. It's a tough call. It's a tough call. I think I will not for now. So I'll go top, top. I do have to play the island here. And then, yeah, let's see how they react to the grudge, I guess. Okay, I'm just letting that happen. It's fine. And I'll suspend Cloud Skate of my own. And I guess I might as well attack, but won't really accomplish much. We're up a lot of cards. We just need to find the time to convert those into a win here. And obviously the Glen makes that quite difficult here. Let's pop these out, our racing Riftwings here. There's going to come into play first, of course. Okay, they're just playing a land, which is great news. Take my damage here, that's fine. Then always yield to that. Ooh, we drew a forest. That's pretty good, actually. So that means I can play Omnath and still Ancient Grudge, which I would like to do here. So let's go. If I need to gain life, or am I okay? Just I think I'm safe enough that I can pay life here. Then we'll put you on top. Play Omnath. White, red, blue, green. Yep, that's fine. I guess I forgot I drew a card off that, but that's okay still. Gain my 4 life. And grudge them. And I might as well attack. They have a Riftwing coming in the following turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I may just play a Krasis next turn. That's something that can block, and they can't really bounce it particularly effectively here. Still attacking the Strix. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if they're going to play a new blocker or kill my Omnath here, perhaps? Would be bad if they killed it. Okay, they're just doing nothing. That's fine. Ooh, Banefire is actually a good draw here. It can't be countered, so I could finish off a charge of Glen there. Okay, Rexage also fine here. I can kill the Strix. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna try to play the Krasis this turn. The fact they didn't keep back the Strix does scare me. That probably means they have some sort of counter spell up. Um, yeah, let's go. Let's go top, top. Definitely play a land here. just play an island, just in case they have something to like remove an attacking creature. I think I do play into that if that's what they have. It's not really the end of the world. Now I've gotten at least 8 life off of it. Okay, they just have nothing. That's even better. Um, it's a castrator, right? So it's actually kind of fine if they counter this too. All right, let's just do it then. Done. Draw our cards and gain our life, and then they counter this. They do. Okay, if they don't, that's fine as well. And of course, they could bounce this if they want, but that's not really a concern. And I'm probably looking at bouncing their bounce my Sylvan. That's fine. I'm probably looking at bouncing their Glen the following turn, especially they tap low. Thirst. Okay. Hoverman is an option as well, which is pretty good. Probe me, sure. I've been probed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on 7 lands, this generates. Yeah, this generates enough mana with Mana Flare. Okay, they're just scooping for that. That's fine. So very, very gracious of them to not make me have to go through the whole combo here. All right, so we managed to win again by just kind of slowing the game down a lot. I wasn't expecting the deck to play out like this, but it is seemingly just like gaining a lot of life and slowing the game down until we can dig to the right cards. Okay, so we're playing against a pretty heavy control deck, it seems like. What would be good against them? Rakdos Return could be powerful yet again, but yet again, it's tough to splash this one off of just the one creeping tar pit. Not seeing a ton else I'm that interested in. Soar or Conscripts is like okay, I guess. They had the Cloudskate for Sower, and it's kind of bad. I think I just keep this as is. The game's already nice and slow. So, yeah, let's submit that, and I'll see you when the match starts. Alright. Kind of a strange opening hand. Faithless Looting obviously puts you down a card, but let's dig deep. I think I'm going to keep this. Okay. Let's see what we draw here. Forest. Yeah, I'll just Faithless Looting turn 1. That's fine. Draw Lotus and a Devoted Druid. I probably just dump 2 lands then. I could see dumping the Palinchron as well, but it is kind of instrumental to us actually winning games, so I don't know how important this Lotus is right now, to be totally honest. Maybe I don't even want Devoted Druid. I don't know. I'm gonna get rid of the lands. We'll find more lands. It's fine. No, we'll probably just Devoted Druid next turn. Alright, they've got a Signet, sure. There's a Lotus Cobra as well. So, I guess I could keep up Remand this turn, and then the following turn I could go Lotus Cobra, play a land, play Devoted Druid. That's probably better. Since they've just accelerated, there's a good chance they play something worth remanding here. It's not an exciting one, but I do want to use this card up, so that's fine. And maybe they're short a land drop, which would make that a bit better as well. Okay. Sure. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here. Okay, Omnath's not bad. I can't. Well, I could play it this turn, but it involves doing strange things with Lotus here. Yeah, I can't quite do all that the way I want, so I think for now I'll just do the play I was talking about before. Play the Lotus Cobra, play an island, plays Yield, get a green, play a Devoted Druid, and just accelerate a bit. And we'll see where that takes us afterwards. Might be looking to click them, might be looking to play the Omnath, we'll see. Don't think Palancron's on the map at the moment. We might even look to play the Faithless Looting here at some point. Well, it depends on if we draw a land or not as well. Alright, obviously gonna take that. Let's see what they've got for me. Oh, is that just a... Okay, that was Toxic Deluge. Sure, that's fine. Riftwing. At this point, I guess I'll Cloudskate them. Or not Cloudskate them, click them, excuse me. Seems fine. If they have a counter for this, then that's fine as well. It screws up their turn a bit. Okay, Urza's terrifying. Frost Titan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can also play. And they have a recurring nightmare too. Oh boy. I think we lost this game, but I have to figure out what the scariest thing right now is. It's probably the Frost Titan. The Urza is going to get bad quickly, but the Frost Titan just cuts me off mana too fast. I probably have to take that one. Yeah, here comes the Urza. Oh man. Oof. And they can play the recurring nightmare as well. That's not great. Okay. Drawing a Grudge is not amazing. Really need some card draw here. These guys just aren't really getting it done. Let's see what was in their hand. So they have a Phantasmal Image, and then they have their Recurring Nightmare. I may just look at grudging a bunch here. It'll at least slow them down a little bit. Definitely want to grudge the Signet. I don't know if I want to grudge the Strix. It lets me make an attack, but it doesn't really do much else. Right now they don't have a creature in their graveyard, which is actually sort of relevant. I might actually go Faithless Looting first. Yeah, I need to find some action here. Let's Faithless Looting. Okay, Mana Drain's good. As is a Wooded Foothills, actually. Let's see, Wooded Foothills can get something like a Trop, or I guess a Garden for the Omnath, maybe. Okay. So I'll probably discard the Grudge and then use it to kill the Mere Signet. That part makes sense to me. And then I want the Foothills, I want the Mana Drain, I need the Lotus to play the Mana Drain. I could discard Palancron, it's not looking particularly good at the moment. I could discard Cloudskate as well. But I think I like discarding Grudge and Palancron here. Then I'll go Foothills, crack it. Unfortunately, that we don't get Omnath value there, but it is what it is. I'll go get a Temple Garden, I think. Yes, I'll pay 2 life, and then I'll destroy the Signet. And I'm gonna play this Black Lotus, just so I have access to the mana drain, and pass. Oof, that's unfortunate. I don't really want to crack Lotus to mana drain a Duress, so I'm just gonna let that resolve. Okay, they can spin the Urza if they want. They can also attack. That's fine. It's not. It's not like there's a lot of damage coming in, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, they have a ninja. Okay, well, that's a lot worse. I guess let's see what they hit. Okay, Spellseeker, Howling Fountain. It's not great for me, obviously, but could have been worse. Let's see what they find off the Spellseeker. Pretty pretty screwed this game, probably regardless. But okay, they failed to find. That's actually really good for me then. Draw Banefire. Unfortunately, killing the Urza or anything doesn't really do much. And I didn't draw land, so the Omnath isn't going to get any value, but this draw cards, I mean, I'm still going to play it. Draw Sylvan Library. Do I want to Lotus out of Sylvan? So next turn, I'm looking at blocking Shinobi, which he can, of course, get back, which is annoying. God, it's rough. I just don't know what I could draw off the Sylvan that would solve this issue, right? So I think I'd rather have the Lotus for now. And the question is, do I attack? There's a chance I can do something with this Banefire to maybe burn them out, but obviously having just single blocker back is a little bit scary. I'm gonna attack. We're far enough behind in this game that I have to start taking some pretty big risks. So like if they have a removal spell here, we're super dead, but I think that's fine. Uh, that Yeah, it doesn't matter too much, right? I guess it draws them or gets them a life potentially, or 4 life. But it doesn't matter much beyond that. Obviously have to trade here. And they can get the Shinobi back, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay, they're just gonna play the Strix. I guess they can use the Strix, then play the Nightmare if they want. Which is probably a reasonable play. Yep, get their Shinobi back off of Image, maybe? Off my Spellseeker, that's fine too. Alright. So I do get to attack them for 3, which is not nothing. Draw land. Okay. Let's think about this. So Banefire, I'm gonna have 8 mana, so I can hit them for 7. So if I can get 2 attacks with this click in cleanly, I guess I also need them to not draw land for Omnath. I guess I could Riftwing the Omnath so they don't gain any life. Then look to like jump the Shinobi or something. Yeah, I mean that has to be the way to go here is do this, put them at 10, and then I'm gonna Riftwing the Omnath. Which will get it off the board. Which of course they can get back, but that's fine. They're not getting back an actual Omnath. Now the problem is I need the Strix off the board, and given how aggressive I'm being, they might kind of be able to tell that. So here, how much damage is this actually? It's a 7. Just wondering how worried I am about Shinobi hitting me, because if I simply take this, there's a better chance the Strix ends up staying tapped, and then I have more outs to kind of win the game. So let me look at my screenshot. I took one somewhere around here. There we go. So what could they hit that would matter here? Fate's Fetters would be bad. Ancestral, it's obviously pretty bad. Yeah, there's probably enough there that I have to chump and just hope. Oof. Okay, well, my decision at least didn't matter much, but that's unfortunate. Sure. I guess they also click me now. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede here. Pretty sure that was not gonna happen. Yeah. At least that denies him a little bit of information, though not that much. Okay, so they're playing. It's like controlling deck with a bunch of tokens in it. Recurring Nightmare is a pain. At least you have a couple counter spells. Pyroclasm could be good against Lingering Souls. So maybe I do that. They had their own wraths, which is really awkward. Maybe I want to take out one of my mana creatures here. Sure, let's try that. Alright, and I will play first. Well, we draw Lotus, but Lotus Spellseeker, get Ancestral. It's not the most insane thing I've ever seen, but it's okay. So I would play Lotus, Spellseeker Island, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I mean I guess it's a keep. It's like one of the weaker things you can do with Lotus opening, but I think it's still worth doing. Yeah, I think I just go for it here. All right, so we'll go drop Lotus, cast Spellseeker. Yeah, yeah, and get Ancestral myself. Back up to 7 cards, and there we go. All right, that's fine. I'd like to save this Misty for the Omnath if we can. We're probably going to end up needing to get a white source for it. For now, I can play a Mountain and attack for 1. Keep up Rim End, of course. Boom. So we're looking to remand most things here. Yeah, sure. Good to know about that, though. The Pyroclasm will be pretty okay against it. Ooh, that's actually a good draw here. So let's go Island, and then... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just want the 3/3 half of this. They can potentially just kill it, but I don't think it's worth waiting on the horn here, so let's just cast it. And it's a 3/3, generates some pressure. It's fine. Attack. This whenever you cast a spell, you add red. Okay. See what they've got for me. Demir Signet. Okay. Is that Bitter Blossom again, maybe? Yep, that's fine. Ooh, I drew a Mana Flare. That's interesting. Definitely attacking. I don't think I want to play Omnath onto this board sort of naked. I'd rather wait a turn here, and just because if they have a Wrath or something, they're likely to try and clear my stuff off anyway. But hopefully I can get some good Time Spiral value with Mana Flare and Bergie here. Sword of Fire and Ice. That's totally okay, I think. I guess it makes the Pyroclasm a bit worse, but I'm not that worried about it here. Let's go ahead and fetch. Get my... I guess I can get Hallowed Fountain instead. You don't really double green for anything, so sure, let's get a Hallowed Fountain. Not pay life. And then draw. Fetch land here would be insane. Oh, Rex Sage is quite good as well. Okay. So if I play Omnath, I'm unfortunately only on 2 lands. If I play this, then I make a mana. So I have still 3 more, which still doesn't quite do anything. This is tough. The turn following, what am I doing? I'll be on 6 mana, so I can do the Mana Flare Time Spiral thing regardless. So maybe Omnath gets skipped here, unfortunately. And I'll just play Reclamation Sage and nothing else. Because I definitely don't want to play a Mana Flare and pass the turn. That would be insanity. So, and, maybe we take it a little slower. I'm obviously doing a alright job just pressuring them here. Yeah, please yield to that. And we'll blow up the sword here. Don't really mind the Bitter Blossom sticking around. Yes, I'd like to use the ability, and then I'll attack them, of course. If they want to trade with Spellseeker, that's fine. We're just managing to pressure them pretty well here. Which, of course, with a Bitter Blossom in play is, a bit of an issue. Okay, this looks big, whatever it is. It's a Titan of some sort, Frost Titan, okay. Doesn't make things harder if they tap my lands down. Yeah, especially my white source. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Sylvan, huh? So now Mana Flare makes me 1 mana. This just adds 1 for each one, right? Okay. So Mana Flare adds me a red mana, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's still not quite enough. It's really awkward. This Frost Titan made things not great for me. I guess I just cast Sylvan Library and pass. Man, it's not good, but I think it's the way I have to do things. Unfortunately. No attack here, obviously. Should be able to draw an extra land, so. Okay, now they know the time spiral's coming. They now have this Pyroclasm as well. Oof. That's pretty gross. So I could tap down 2 lands here. Okay, well, I don't care about the fairy too much. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to chomp. Keep my life total high. They have any counter magic, obviously we're just completely screwed, but oh, they have something else. Alright. Maybe not. Okay. Alright, so we have 4 lands to work with. It's not great. Always yes, always yield. Hydroid, Crisis, and some lands. So again, I can go Mana Flare first. Um, Leaves me with 4, 5 mana. The Temple Garden means I could play an Omnath here, which is sort of relevant at least. Let's see. Taking 12, 13, 14, 17 next turn potentially. Though I could Pyroclasm to at least get rid of the fairies, which will mean I take 15. So if I'm at 16, I guess I don't die. So yeah, I keep both lands. I go. Actually, I don't have to keep both lands because Omnath draws a card, so I can be a little bit safer. Put these 2 back. Play this. Play Omnath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a land and then play something else. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, so let's go top, top. Yes. Play this Omnath. Oh wait, I played the Omnath, or I played land before the Omnath. Am I just dead now? No, I'm not dead still. Okay, I'm in bad shape. I'm not dead if they don't have anything. Draw a card, and then play Pyroclasm, I guess. And there we go. Oh man, this is a tough one. So if they can't kill me this turn and they don't have a counter spell, I think we're actually doing okay. But if either of those things is not true, then we're obviously screwed here. Sure. Oh, they're gonna try to tap me out of red. That's not gonna work, luckily. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I run out of time here if we don't get to a good hand pretty quickly. I don't actually think I block. I think I'd rather have these creatures around. Especially since they present lethal as well, if that's something I can end up doing. Sure, we have a pack rat. They're gonna be able to make a lot of pack rats. But that doesn't really matter. Okay. Go, go, go. Draw our creases and stuff. We're just gonna time spiral here, so there's no reason to keep any of this stuff around. So let's go top, top. Play a volcanic. Always yield. Play a mana flare. And play a time spiral. We should have plenty of red here. All right. Untap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see, they can make one more pack rats. Pyroclasm doesn't actually solve the issue. Let's start with looting. Okay, Ancestral and Probe are both good. I'll discard Druid and a land. Let's Ancestral myself. Okay, Palinchron's fine. Let's do this. Can I do anything that does anything here? Oh, their hand is horrible. Okay, Spellseeker should do it. So, let's see. Am I getting an extra mana? I don't think so. Okay, yes, I'd like to use the ability to find my Banefire, and then I can just Banefire them to death. Let's just double check their hand. They didn't have anything relevant, right? No, okay. All right, there we go. Banefire for 8 should be lethal. Oof! That was a close one. The double Frost Titan there. Pretty scary, but we managed to hold on long enough to get our combo online. And with that, I guess we're 2-0, so I'll see you for the finals, shockingly. All right, we got our final match. Let's go and see if we can 3-0 this thing. Let's see, we got some ramp, we got a Burgie, we have most of what we need for a Omnath. I think it's the keep. All right. Hopefully it's not White Weenie. I don't think we're particularly well set up to fight that deck. Interesting decision on what we play here. Probably start with the Devoted Druid, just because that needs to tap to do anything. Oh, might be White Weenie. Ooh, although if I play Cobra, I could Omnath faster. Let's see. Because I can't play Omnath off of Devoted Druid. Whereas with Cobra, I could play it the following turn. Granted, you could just kill it pretty easily. Tough decisions. If I play Druid, the next I have 3, 4 mana, potentially 5. I think Druid's still better. Then I can get Burgie and Cobra out the following turn, I think. Sure, you have a Mishra's Factory, that's fine. You have a bit of life gain in his hand, which is good. Ooh, and our opponent's not doing much. That's excellent news. So here I can go Cobra. Play a Volcanic. Is that the right land to play? I think it was. Okay. Always yield. Doesn't really matter what color. And we'll play this. 2, 3. There we go. I wonder if they have a mana tithe and they're thinking about tithing that. Alright, pass. Hmm. Pretty interesting they're not doing much here. Definitely wonder if they're maybe not White Weenie after all. We'll see. If they don't do anything this turn, then I'm guessing they're actually color screwed and not White Weenie, but yeah. Ooh, Revand's a good draw, actually. So I'm going to want to keep that up. Still can't play Omnath without playing a land first, so I mean, I guess I'll just do it. Can I still do it if I remand? Let's see. Or can I do both here? Do I have to tap out a blue to play Omnath? Actually don't, right? I can keep up like a Volcanic and go white, red, green, and then make a blue off of this. So let's do that. I'll make a blue here. Then play an Omnath. 1, 2, 3. And I'll actually use the Druid. We get a red mana as well. That's fine. Ooh, Probe's actually pretty good. So with Probe, I get another red as well. Yeah, I mean, it's worth doing. Let's probe them. I don't know how much relevance the red is going to have here, but it's fine. So they have Containment Priest. Okay. So they could potentially flash in a blocker here. Huh. They chose not to play Elspeth or Fate's Fetters to just keep up like a Containment Priest and a Mana Tithe. That feels weird to me, but okay. Ooh, Sylvan's a good draw. Alright, yeah, let's play Sylvan Library off of this green mana. I guess I don't even have to do it yet. This mana is empty. I guess these have the Mishra's Factory to block with as well. Although I'm fine if they trade Mishra's Factory for Birgi, honestly. Birgi's good, but it's not doing anything incredible for me here. So I think I'm fine with just attacking here. If they just take it, that's obviously fine as well. And then we'll go Sylvan. I guess now I can't remand without untapping the Druid, but that's also fine. Yeah, I'm okay with what's happened here. I got Flash and Containment Priest, sure. They have the Tithe now, so I can't counter a 4-drop with this remand. Oh, unless they tap wrong, then I guess I can. Yeah, let's untap. And then remand you. Oh, and I guess I even get an extra mana off Birgi anyway. Okay, oh, mana drain's not a bad one. Sure, I'll take my damage. Then let's see what we get off Sylvan. Always yes, always yield. So looking at their hand again, they have the Man Tithe, Fate's Feathers, and 2 Elspeths. So we know the exact contents of their hand. It's these 4 cards. Okay. That's fine. Ooh, the Foothills is pretty good here because that could do stuff with Omnath. So I could do that and play like a Spell Seeker into. This can give me more blue as well, right? So I can go Spell Seeker into something good here. Yeah, I think I'll just put these on top. Then Foothills. All right, I get extra mana off Lotus Cobra as well, of course. So I guess I should have kept. Yeah, I forgot to gain a bunch of life here too. Oh well. Let's fetch for a drop, I think. And I'll add even more blue, I think is correct. Then I'll go Spell Seeker using white and red. Get some red mana from that. Oh wait, no, this is. I thought this is the game where I already use Ancestral, but it's not. So we'll get an Ancestral, play an Ancestral, using my blue mana. Okay, that's not exactly the draw I was looking for, but sure. Don't want Fate's Feathers anything. Can't attack or block. It's activated, but it's yeah, now. I think I'm just keeping up mana drain and then Fate's Feathers on one of their planeswalkers, and that should win pretty handily here. So this is fine. We'll let this mana sink and attack them. I want to trade Lotus Cobra away. It's probably a fine opportunity to do so, honestly. The card's not doing that much for me anymore. All right. Yeah, no reason to play any of the rest of this, I don't think. Presumably just jam the giant Elspeth here. We're gonna mana drain it. Okay, they're keeping that back to block. It's fine. Oh, Riftwing's not a horrible draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm getting a bunch of colorless mana as well. Can I kill this turn? Let's see. 7, 8. Oh, I can bounce Spellseeker to go get a burn spell. Is that enough? It might be. Let's put this on top. Pay 4 life for that. I have 6 colorless mana. That's got to be enough, right? So then if I attack with these, they chump here, they take 3, so I just need to deal 7 damage to them. Okay. So let's go blue. So let's see, this will be 5 of that mana plus 3 blue. So I'll have 1 of that left. And then 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but I have Lotus as well. So I have 8 mana, which hits for exactly enough, it seems like. Okay. Let's go Riftwing, cast 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and I extra mana off her as well, of course. Spellseeker, cast Spellseeker, blue, 1, 2. Get another red. Use Spellseeker, go get Banefire. Let's see. Can I do this with just the mana I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 1 short, so I have to use the Lotus here. Banefire them. 4, 7. And then attack. And that should do it. Alright, managed to win that one. So they're once again a white mid-range deck. They got like some big planeswalkers and stuff. They got Fate's Fetters, but they are mono white. Pyroclasm's probably still good. We saw a couple things that it hits. And Zealous Conscripts once again looking good with all those planeswalkers. So I think I'm interested in that. Soar could be good. They didn't look like they had a ton of removal or anything. So I can see that one as well. What looks not so good? The probe actually not that relevant here, though. I like having the extra card draw. The Grudge, once again, this deck's pretty similar to the one we played the first match, I think. So the Grudge is not looking too good. Maybe even the Rex Sage could go. Let's see. This is all pretty much required. Cloudskate's solid. Yeah, I like the idea of the conscripts here quite a bit. Maybe cut Spellseeker. No, Spellseeker's so good in this deck, I can't cut it. Looting's great. Could see cutting Sylvan if they're going to be a bit aggressive. Could be good, but I don't think that's quite right either. It's just tough. Tough decisions, always. Cut the Rex Age until I see something for it, and I'll bring in Sower over Pyroclasm, I think. Let's see how that goes. Interesting. We're on the draw. So, if between my draw step and the probe I can find a land, then we get Sylvan Library and we're kind of off to the races. This hand does have Mana Flare Time Spiral as well. So I'm tempted to keep it. We should be able to find, because we have the first draw step, the probe, and the draw step after that to find a land for Sylvan. So I think this is fine. Obviously, if they destroy Sylvan, the hand gets a lot worse, but what can you do? Okay. Is there any reason to probe right now, I wonder? I guess if I was going to do it, I should have done it before Plains Force. I'm going to hold on to probe for now. I just might as well get extra information when I use it. Okay, Stoneforge is definitely scary. Yeah, Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay. And we drew a land, so I don't even have to probe quite yet still. So just go Sylvan here. So they're presumably going to just put the sword in this turn. And then start attacking me with it. That's not great. Okay, the Voto Druid's not a terrible draw. Always yes, always yield. And okay, we drew a land. That's important. So if I keep all of these, I could go Cobra, play a land, play Devoted Druid, which is pretty strong. Although they can start killing those things with the Mystic, which is less good. Oh man, how am I gonna deal with that sword? It's gonna be tough. I think that's gonna be the play, and we'll just chump with the Cobra probably. Let's keep everything. And then I'm gonna even probe them as well. Just hoping there's no Mana Tithe. There's a Mana Tithe, okay. Mana Tithe, Containment Priest. Wait though, they attack with this, they actually can't put an equipment in. Okay. That changes how I should have played this, but it's fine. So they're gonna Flesh and Containment Priest this turn, I guess, and keep up Mana Tithe. That's the plan. Ooh, Ancestral's interesting. Okay, so what I'll do now is just play the Druid, I think. Let's see. So yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just play the Druid, play on the Tithe, and then keep up a blue. If I can sneak this Ancestral in at some point, then I'll use it. Sure, you have a Containment Priest. That's fine. So there goes that. Oh, I see, because now I think I can just attack with it anyway. Yeah, I guess that's bad for me. Although they didn't know they were going to draw that land. It's a pretty dangerous play, honestly. Okay, that's fine. Guess I chump here. Just gonna recall now. There's no reason to wait on it. See if there's anything here that changes my plays. Ooh, Lotus is a good draw. Let's just block, because they can kill this anyway. As will prevent the damage to myself. And then, let's see. Okay, Omnath isn't the worst. Although, wait, I can Lotus Time Spiral? Like, Lotus Flare Time Spiral is a thing I can do. Is that good? I guess I get a land drop as well. So then we get a new hand, and I'd have like 8 mana with the new hand. Feels a little weird to Time Spiral when my hand's this full and they're on 4 cards, but that might be a way to get things done. Alternative plays. I can play Omnath, but they do have protection from it. So I can play Omnath off a Lotus for white. Then I'd have 2 white and 1 mana of any color left. So I could use that to play like a Spell Seeker. Sure gains a lot of life, which is nice. They have what, a Resto Angel and stuff. So then they would get a hit in with the Containment Priest, which would like hit me or kill the Spell Seeker or whatever. That's fine. I think, oh God, just doing the Time Spiral thing is simpler, but I don't know if it's better. I think neither of those plays uses these 2 cards, right? The alternative is to bounce the sword and try to do something. So I have 7 mana. No, that just doesn't quite work. Okay, so let's go top. Oh, not you, you go on top. So, man. Yeah, Omnath, gain 4 life. Oh no, I wouldn't have a blue mana left because I didn't keep the blue land. And Omnath is going to draw the wrong card as well. I screwed that up. Okay, I guess we're just doing the Time Spiral play then. So let's go land. No, not you. Lotus. Crack this for triple red. Mana Flare. Tap everything and play a Time Spiral. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not exactly what we were looking for. This might help, or it can just be garbage. That's good too. Discard a Spire Bluff and a Temple Garden. Do I flash it back or just play a big Krasis? Let's think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Krasis, this is 9 mana, so it's Krasis for 7. I guess I can play Devoted Druid and then play a slightly smaller Krasis is probably the way to go. This did not pan out though. Yeah, this is fine. And then we'll go with a Krasis. Oh wait, did I screw that? I screwed the math up, I guess. Oh well, here we go. Right, well that went horribly, so here we are. To be fair, that 7 was atrocious. And I think, yeah, I think there was better plays with the cards we had, but I just unfortunately am running out of time. I couldn't quite find the line that I needed, so it's gonna be what it is here. At least you have a 5/5 flyer for, 2 seconds until they remove it in some way. Yeah. They're just gonna kill it. That's not really that big a deal, honestly. Remand now, great. Okay, Fate's Fetters and Spellseeker are both actually sort of reasonable here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not quite at the point where I can just kill them with Spellseeker into stuff. I have to keep the Fetters, I have to keep the Spellseeker. The Remand's nice, but I guess I'll put it back. I'll start with Spellseeker, I think. Don't quite know what I'm looking for yet. Probably just an Ancestral. Yeah, it seems fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes. Yeah, let's just get an Ancestral. Do I cast it right now? I don't actually have to cast it yet. So let's go Island, Fate's Fetters. Uh, Come on. Do that. And I guess I'll play a click here over playing the Ancestral. They get to hit me next turn, which is not great, but this hopefully limits some of their plays. Let's see what they've got. Wow, their hand is all planes. Okay, maybe we have a chance. They're going to draw an extra card, but that's okay. Tagging with the Mystic's a little weird. Um, yeah, I guess I'll block. It gets off the board. It means I'll take 2 damage from the sword instead of them killing this, but I think that's okay. Okay, let's see what they've got for me. A wing there, non-creature spells cost more. I mean, that's annoying, but Mana Flare does help, at least. Sure. Okay, Banefire's fine-ish. I can pay for one of these effectively. I mean, I'm dead next turn, right? Pretty much, so I may as well keep as much as I can. So, whatever, sure, let's put you on top, pay for life for you. And then play Ancestral. Maybe I shouldn't have tapped both blue there, I'm not sure. Can we draw anything relevant? Mana Drain and Cloudscape. That might get there. I can Cloudscape the sword and then have a Mana Drain for it on the way down. That actually works, I think. If I have enough mana for everything. Which I should, hopefully. Yes, let's cast Cloudscape to 2. Bounce the sword. And yeah, guess. I guess I could Banefire the Wingmare here. Is that good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can eventually just kill them with this, especially since I have the Mana Drain coming as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 of 17 mana. think this is correct. Um, yeah, let's do it. Done. And then I'm gonna kill Elspeth here. No, let's leave this back to block in case the draw removal spell. Not entirely sure I'm winning from here, but we'll figure that out at some point here. Okay, Spirit's fine. Well, not really. It's kind of a problem actually, but uh yeah, I guess I may as well go for the block here. All right, is there anything relevant coming? Okay, Omnath is definitely relevant. So we'll go top and top. At 3 mana, sure. Play Omnath. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's double taps everything. Yeah, play it. Draw my card. I don't need the mana this turn, so I'll just go with like a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Always yield. Okay, and then yeah, I can't block anyway, so let's make sure I can finish the Elspeth here. If I can't win this game, okay, we conceded. I don't think they should have maybe conceded quite yet. We were definitely pretty even there, but I guess they decided they've had enough. I respect that decision, and somehow we've managed to score ourselves a trophy with that deck. Wasn't expecting that, but I'm excited that it happened. Thank you for being there with me, and I'll see you for the next one.